welcome to your mini bi-weekly general love tarot reading for February 15th through the 28th, 2017. So here we've got some, I guess I want to say some issues. As someone who wants to free themselves and is dealing with some judicial issues, I feel as if this perhaps could be a legal situation of ending a relationship, perhaps even a divorce. I do feel like there are three people involved here. I'm also getting that perhaps some of you have been in a relationship with a Libra that didn't work out. And so perhaps there may be a struggle here and there to part with this relationship. It also could mean, when I say three people, could mean that someone you were dating is married or you're married, and it's been kind of a struggle dealing with this relationship due to the fact of more than two people involved. And I do feel like there needs to be some open space for conversation or communication with someone that you love. I feel like some of this might have to do with money or work. It's possible somebody works too much or doesn't work at all. And I feel like that there are some issues concerning money in regards to the energy I'm feeling coming up these next 2 weeks. However, I do feel like there are openings in new relationships, but I feel like you're going to be working on yourself a bit more, Libra, because there needs to be more self-respect, self-confidence, and esteem. Okay, because I feel like some of it's been lost, but I feel in these next 2 weeks, and it could be the solar eclipse that gives you that, and the new moon that gives you that willpower to seek the magic in you, to actually bring forth that healing, which I feel has to do with trust. I also feel like some of it has to do with money. But all in all, the cards aren't too bad. It's just that I'm feeling there are some issues where relationships are not balanced due to money, due to miscommunication, misunderstandings. Also, other parties being involved. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is a marriage. One of the parties is married. It also can mean that it's just as someone could be, having an affair. It could be many different things in regards to involving three people. And it doesn't end just with Libra. It also means it could be a card where justice means to me where maybe you want to leave a relationship, maybe you want to seek legal advice, or you're using the legal system to file a divorce, etc. Also, too, I think there's some issues with money that I've already discussed, but let's kind of review this with spirit in regards to money. Besides jobs, either overworking or not making enough, choosing partners that aren't willing to give as much as you're willing to give, or vice versa. And I'm just feeling some misunderstandings these next 2 weeks regarding communication with relationships. So some of you are having a hard time trusting, okay? And I have a feeling it has something to do with not just an air sign, but a fire sign. I feel like a fire sign has something to do with it. But I also get like there are new relationships. And I feel like these relationships you can trust. And some of you might get involved with a fire sign. Or there's just a lot of pep in your step or their step. But I do feel, again, there's a couple money cards that have come up in this reading. And I do feel like there's some insecurities or some problems with money. But I feel like that's something you need to touch bases with personally with yourself. Okay, I think a lot of it has to do with, your belief system or what you are attracting in regarding some unconscious repatterns within you. unconscious patterns in you. I'm having a hard time talking this morning. That really stinks because I don't have time to do another reading here. But there's no need to do another reading. I just need to talk correctly. But I seem to be stumbling over my words this morning. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pull a few more cards here. I really feel like this relationship here that you're trying to either disengage, disconnect, or free yourself, whatever word you want to use, or hoping that that person frees themselves and be's with you. I feel like the ball's in your court, really. I feel like the power is with you. So I just feel like you really need to put some action into this. Wow, that's a lot of fire here. Okay, well, we've got some earth going on here. I think this is where we have some money problems. Okay, it's either you grounding in regards to money, or, you're involved with an earth sign that I do believe is a hard worker, but could be stingy with their money. But then I'm also getting somebody may not be working, and it's putting pressure on the relationship. And I really feel like it's time to have a conversation about all your needs and dislikes, but not pointing the finger, just as calm as you can be, talk about what it is that's bothering you. Now, as far as moving into beautiful new relationships this next 2 weeks of February, I do feel like that, some of you are waiting for someone to return. It's definitely worth waiting for, but I feel like the reason the two of you are not together has a lot to do with demands. That's what Spirit is telling me, something to do with demands. So if you feel like you're demanding, or if you don't feel like you're demanding, I would check in with yourself in regards to being demanding in this relationship, because I feel like this person has a very open spirit. They don't like to be tied down. So if this is not the type of person you like to connect with, then perhaps it's time to reevaluate whether you want to move forward with them. But there's a lot of new relationships starting, Aries for you. Maybe that Libra you're going to work it out with, because Libra tried to jump in here. There are a lot of good relationships starting here that are definitely worth taking the journey with. And I think it's going to be a bit different than what you are used to being with and or have separated from. So I really think that you should give that relationship a chance, get to know each other. Okay? And I'm going to pull some cards here. Infinite Blessings and Show Your Support. These are the nature cards. And Infinite Blessings. I mean, really, I think the universe is showering down on you, and you really need to be grateful for where you're at, even if you don't like where you're at, and really show some self-respect to the spirit that you are and the universe, okay? Because I really feel like that blessings want to come showering on you, and you want to pull that in. I do feel like it is the week of February 22nd is what came to me. I don't know when that is. It might be the end of... no, actually, that's the middle of next week, I do believe. Well, February 22nd is what Spirit gave me. That I feel like that energy, Infinite Blessings, is coming in. And I also feel like you need to show support, okay? Either your mate or friends or family needs to show support to you, or you need to actually give support to them. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards for the general reading. What are the messages, Great Spirit, for Aries? February 15th through the 28th, 2017. Aries. All right, let's try that again. There we go. I know the energies have been tough. Whew. Really tough. Lots of changes going on. Seeing the fives, so I know there's some universal changes happening. We can jump from good things to not so good things, and then back to good things. So hang in there. The Hermit, Queen of Air, Ace of Air, Eight of Fire, Six of Water, Five of Water, Seven of Air, the Star. I love the Star. Anyways, what I got in the message here in the Hermit is for some of you who are stepping back, spending time with yourself, check in with your thoughts, because you could be really spending that peaceful time or that solitude with yourself and manifesting some good things for you. Okay, so that's why I'm saying I'm feeling from Spirit that you need to check in with your thoughts, because if you're spending a lot of that time, either feeling sorry for yourself or sorry for someone else or upset, angry, whatever, whatever you're feeling, that's what you're going to manifest more of. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't feel your sorrow or pain. Feel it, accept it, and then nurture it, and let's move forward. Okay? The Queen of Air has to do a lot with your independence. So I'm feeling like some of you are going to make decisions in regards to being more independent. Or maybe you feel you're being too independent and maybe your partner doesn't like it. Or maybe you're working here and you might be self-employed and you're working for yourself and you're trying to make a decision if this really is worth the journey because of so many things that you have to be responsible for, including your own health insurance. I don't know why that came in, but that just did. So it also means clearing away things that no longer serve you. But we've discussed that in the love relationships. Relationships are relationships, so it also can do with work, friends, family members. The air. This is an air card. The element of air, communication, transportation, all that needs to be cleared out, the old that no longer serves you because it's only holding you back. And then the Ace of Air is a really great card, but it's also standing in your own truth and demanding to see the truth in others. So I feel that's going to be questionable these next 2 weeks. And then the Eight of Fire is things beginning to pick up. Suddenly there's a change. There's a lot more fire, a lot more pep to your step. Things that you were hoping for are starting to move. It's making things happen. But be careful. They can happen all at once, and then you're going to have your hands full. The Six of Water is, it's a memory card. So it could be nostalgic memories of your childhood, adolescent, a relationship, a family member, a friend. But it's remembering. And it could be good, it could be sorrowful. Also, too, some of you have hope in your heart for a return of a loved one. So it's kind of romancing the intimate moments you once had. The Five of Water is some disappointments here, Aries. Some things may not turn out the way you're expecting them to turn out. And that if you're expecting and having high expectations, you could be quite disappointed. Okay, and also too, again, it's connecting me to the Hermit card and the Three of Swords. It's really how you look at things too, how you perceive them. So if you keep perceiving them in a negative way, that's what you're going to get back. That picture, that vision, that reality. The Seven of Air is plans that need revision. Okay. So this is connecting me to what I was seeing here where I feel like there's something going on. I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes that you're not completely aware of. But I do feel that you are going to discover things these next 2 weeks. And for some of you, I feel like it's a rollover from the 1st through the 14th. It's just more information keeps coming in. And I don't feel like it's a good time to make solid business decisions or decisions about inviting a family member to come live with you, or unless you have to really move, I wouldn't move at this time. I would just kind of hold a space where you're at. It's just, that's what's coming into me. It's just right now the timing isn't good and things could just feel up in the air, right? 7 of air. The final results here, my friends, is it's going to get better. And so start practicing on your optimism. Start practicing on positive thoughts, feeling right, feeling like you're walking the right journey. Start to bring this in. Work with gratitude also. Okay? It's important to lighten up this energy and move forward. Not just these last 2 weeks of February, but into March. We have a solar eclipse with a new moon that's happening around the 26th of February. And I know that it's been affecting people's health, their personal life, their work life. It's because it's touching us personally. There are more lessons to learn here. Okay? If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Aries, much love and blessings.